Hi guys, welcome back to My and Pa. Yeah, buddy.
Ooh.
How you doing, my Sasha?
I am alive and breathing and well and functioning. Yeah, the lungs are working, the kidneys are working, everything is, you know. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good now. Like I'm feeling, you know.
I told you you would feel better.
Yeah, I was a bit down in the morning, but I'm good now. Breaking news. I
What
didn't
happened?
I cried for the first time in like 4 years. Don't laugh. I can't go into like details out of respect for her, but it was like I was with my person and then I cried. I was like trying to stop myself. I was like, let me go to the bathroom. I go and I'm like, then I go back. Yeah. Then I just couldn't hold it. And then, yeah, it was so interesting because she handled it so well. Like she said, this is a safe space. Your vulnerability is safe with me. Yeah, don't worry. I got you.
See, this is what I don't understand when men fear crying in front of their partners. Like,
Hey, not everyone's like, my baby.
Sorry. But yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility. But yeah, that changed kind of my how do I word this? It was a very like new thing for me to be like so intimate with someone like emotionally. I was like, oh wow, it's not such a big scary monster.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought I'd share that, and I'm sorry for the viewers that wanted me to dive in deeper. I just can't, some things are for their private life, you see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Are you gonna cry more?
no, what? Leave it to once every 5 years, 4 years. That's the window.
Next time you cry is like your wedding day.
Yeah.
Then,
Oh shit. Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
in case you didn't talk.
In 4 years, 5 years, who knows?
Imagine being engaged for 5 years, bro. Damn, the people like that.
I know someone that's engaged for like 8 years.
That's not an engagement. I feel like an engagement has like an expiring date. You know what I mean?
How long is your expiring date?
I feel like a year, 2 years max. Because what are you waiting for? Unless you're saving. If you're saving up and stuff, okay, that's understandable. But also, why propose if you're still gonna have to save for like 10 years?
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, if you're proposing and stuff, I mean, what? If you're saving and stuff, that makes sense. But otherwise, if you're just sitting, just waiting for 8 years, nah.
Yeah, that's insane. Actually, like, I wanted to ask, do you think the prison system, like globally, not just in South Africa, does a good job at rehabilitating people? Like, do you think because prison's intention should be like rehabilitation rather than like punishment, but it feels, or at least for me, feels like they're more focused on like punishing than rehabilitating. Do you think prison does a good job, or do you think they even look at the rehabilitation factor to help someone reintegrate into society once they like serve their time? Because that's in theory what it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
You stepped away from the societal norms, and we are trying to revert you and teach you how to be a normal person again, and make you realize that what you did wasn't right.
Yeah. I think there's only so much they can do until it starts feeling like punishment. My mom used to work at a prison, not as a guard or anything.
Yeah.
But like, what I've learned from the stories she's told me is like, I have to start again now because I lost my train of thought. Okay.
Sorry. Do you want ice cream?
Oh yes.
Hey.
That terror just came out of nowhere.
It's fine. Just stick out. Yeah.
Hannah, vanilla, Chilean custard, bubblegum.
Bubblegum, please.
You look like Jason Derulo.
Thank you.
Jason.
So you guys recording a YouTube video?
Yeah.
What's your guys'
You can
channel?
throw it.
Paki is my name and
Thank
surname.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Easy.
Enjoy it.
Lovely
Bye,
meeting you.
guys.
It's so thick.
What's stick?
The ice cream.
Crazy. Do you think I look like Jason Derulo?
No.
I get that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it's so weird.
I don't know who you look like, but your face is familiar. You know the people who have like distinct faces, like, and then the people who you haven't seen before, but they look like someone you've seen before.
I used to get told, now the comment section, don't bury me. I used to get told I looked like Tyler the Creator when I was younger, with no facial hair and had a skinnier face.
How skinny are we talking?
Like, I'll insert picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you did. I don't know.
Yeah, but the most common one is Jason Derulo and some Nigerian actors.
I
Right?
feel like I can never accept someone from a different race saying you look like. To me, it just sounds like you're saying all black people look the same. Like,
Really?
yeah, I don't really feel it. Like, I'll never go, oh.
I felt your energy when she said it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, and then what must we do now?
Now I get that a lot, which is, I don't know.
Do you see it?
No.
Because there's some things that you can see.
Who do you think you look like?
Me.
Who else?
Like somebody well known.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't look like anyone.
There's someone that has commented a while ago that you look like someone, and then you agreed. I sent you the comment. Or back then, maybe like a year ago.
You said I look like who?
I forgot the person, but it's a famous person. But not A-list, probably like C-list celebrity.
Is it a TikToker? Because I've seen someone who said I look like Jada King, but I don't think so.
Mm-mm. Or something with the T, something Trump or some shit like that, I don't know. Not Donald, blood.
Do you want it?
Is it nice?
Not really.
Then I'm good.
Sugar. We can have some. It's nice enough to say it's ice cream, but like, it's wow, you know. Have you had ice cream from Paul's?
It's nice.
Right? No, ice cream from Paul's, not.
Oh, this is nice.
You're dropping it also. Such a beef.
This is nice. This reminds me of my childhood. We're running in this ice cream. You know what they call? Oh, you're too young.
Did you guys have ice cream trucks and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had that experience.
Like ice cream, and then you run home before the truck goes away, and you ask your mom for
And you hear
cash.
that,
Yeah.
what? I've never had that.
But by the
I
time,
thought it was real.
by the time it was happening, it was fading away. So yeah, we just had it. Yeah.
That's cool though. Oh, but you grew up in the East, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. I grew up in Polokwane. Polokwane didn't have such things. I've never heard of an ice cream truck.
This ice cream is nice. Nostalgia.
Thank you. What was your question?
Should do you think the prison system focuses on rehabilitation or punishment?
Oh, I was saying that my mom used to work at a prison, and from the stories she told me, it sounded like they were working towards rehabilitating prisoners because they had like sort of not necessarily therapy sessions, but like group sessions where you could go there and then you talk about your traumas and stuff, and then there's someone there who's sort of like a mediator who tells you your wrongs and your rights. Also, they would like provide books and stuff, but also that's just like one side to it. That's just like one prison.
Yeah.
Looking at other prisons, I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen anything that says, oh, this looks like a rehabilitation center. It just looks like it's hokweni, like hell, basically.
It's Chokweni. Huh?
Huh?
Say it again.
Try again.
It's Chokweni.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's the only word you know for tag. That's the only word you know.
I know a lot of words.
Okay, let's go.
Ngilambile, ngiyakuthanda, ngiyakufuna.
Okay.
Yeah. I know schota pipi square babe. Is that not a word?
What's that?
It's something about balls. Schota pipi. Square babe. She not know it. Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's fair. The reason why I asked, just to segue, it's pertaining the whole like Chris Brown concert that's coming, and people's uproar and discontent saying that like, oh no, allowing him to come or buying his ticket is promoting GBV. Do you share the same sentiment, or do you feel like he's done enough? But it's also such a blurry line because like as soon as they announced the release of his concert ticket, they're releasing a document of his abusive history with like multiple girls coming out that are not as famous as Rihanna. So it's like we do not really know what's the ins and outs of that. But a lot of people on TikTok, I mean that's our news nowadays, are saying that like he has a crazy abusive history. What are your thoughts? Do you think he should come, and if you could, would you go to his concert?
My opinion is gonna be biased because I'm a fan, right?
Mm.
So I would go.
Hey.
But at the same time, I don't necessarily agree with like the stuff he has done and his personality. As a person, I'm not a fan, but his music, I am. So I think in my mind, I separate the two,
Yeah.
which is I think is wrong because yeah, Vele, he's an abuser,
Yeah, I get.
and in a way we are sort of like condoning, because were there ever repercussions for what he did?
Yeah, there were. He had to serve time, like do community service, and he had like 5 year parole, and then I think after, I think within the 5 years, the second year of his parole, he had a assault charge. So I think he fucked up a guy. So he's like he has a violent background, and then he got like sent to jail for like 2 months or something. But there were like legal actions where they required him to go to do ComServe, probably therapy. I don't know the in depth of it, but like yeah, he was punished to an extent. And this was when he was like 18, 19.
I don't know, man, because I feel like I'm the worst person to ask because I still listen to Michael Jackson, bro.
What did Michael Jackson do?
He was being accused of like molesting kids and stuff.
I think that's less concrete than the Chris Brown situation because that's like split and there's no real evidence, and he was never really.
I also still listen to R. Kelly.
I
I'm the worst person to ask because I separate the two. Like your work is one thing and then your personality is another. Like I'll never defend you. I'll never stand up for what you're doing and say what you did was right. Like I'm not gonna say he's right for beating up women. That's foul. But at the same time, I'm not gonna not listen to his music. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite R. Kelly track?
Let me play it for you. He's not alone.
Just a number. Nah, I hear you. I guess for guys it's like more normalized. Like I don't know, a lot of people like feed into it because I know the major narrative is like, okay, when you're listening to his music, you're feeding him and you are like supporting him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not even indirectly, it's like you're directly, especially with the Chris Brown content, if you feel like he's an abuser and you still go to his content, it's like you are literally feeding his pocket. But then there's the whole split of, should it be forgiven? Was it a long time ago? Is it currently what's still happening? Because that's the agenda people are trying to push. But at the same time, the ticket sales speak for themselves.
I mean, he sold out.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah, and then they kind of booked the second day. So, hey.
I don't know, man.
Fairs. Did you see the...
Would you go to a Chris Brown concert?
Just got rich. Took a broke nigga's bitch. I can make a broke bitch rich. But I don't fuck a broke bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now it says Kirk Franklin, but it's not a Kirk Franklin.
Okay. What you're listening to doesn't perpetrate like what he's being accused for. So it's like, is it really a bad thing to do so? Because it's not like.
Thing is, bro, I've been listening to these songs. Well, my mom used to play these songs all the time, and like, it's a huge part of my childhood. Yes, he was convicted, and rightfully so. He's in jail. He's suffering the way that he should, but his music is something else. It's different.
Okay.
Or
Did,
maybe not. Yeah, I don't.
did
I
you
still listen.
did you see the young Philly thing? You didn't. You know Philly? Chunks in Philly?
Yeah.
The skinny. So he
They have that song. What's it? What's that song that was on that was trending on TikTok just now? Something about arching your back. What is it? Okay, but it's fine. Continue.
he got arrested like 2 days ago. Today actually. He got arrested for sexual assault
Hi, book
case.
guys.
In Australia. Yeah, he apparently forced himself onto someone and essayed her and raped her. And yeah, it's like recently people are shocked. The internet is in like
I'm also shocked because what the fuck?
yeah. And then they're old clip resurfacing when he was like, yeah, I like to joke a girl, and like, you know, and it's obviously it's like out of context, but it's like
but still,
it looks so bad. And it's still early days, so like people are refraining themselves from speaking, but yeah,
That is so crazy. That is so crazy.
it just shows you that we don't really know
Yeah.
as people that we be watching, and their lives are separate. And it's like even earlier on I was telling you, it is entertainment. At the end of the day, people don't show their true self. They put their best foot forward. Everything is like calculated.
Yeah. The amount of people that you guys watch on the internet and you think you know them, trust me, you don't. The things I've seen through Paki, crazy business. Crazy business.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Paki though. Paki's real.
sometimes.
I think you're the realist
He was the realist.
in comparison to most.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's so weird, and like in certain points I don't fault them because it is like fame is a drug.
Yeah. Romeo.
Answer. Romero. Coco, meet me at our spot.
The grass pipe are not so.
Yeah, I'll see y'all later.
Where are you?
I just landed on campus. I
That's
need
all.
to charge my laptop and go to my tutorial.
Where is your tat?
Oh, Elias.
Yo, damn, okay.
So if you guys really love me the way you guys say you do, you'll come to East Campus.
When we're done. Right?
When did we say we love him? We are shooting.
Yo, better when did we say we love you?
Wow.
It's not me.
It's you.
It's you.
It's not me.
Wow.
Okay, bye, nigga.
So,
Alright.
also, did you see that Mr. Prada got arrested as well for
Who's
killing
Mr. Prada?
on TikTok?
Explain.
For killing his therapist.
Yeah?
What? I don't know how true it is. I haven't been on TikTok in a while.
Yeah.
But like the last time I was on TikTok, I saw people were saying like he got arrested for killing his therapist because his therapist touched him in the wrong way.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah.
I didn't. I saw someone covering it. I don't know who Mr. Prada is.
I was so scared. I was like, hey guys, these things happen. And like, it's people that, not people that we know, but people we know of, you know? And it's just like, because like, okay, celebrities and people who are famous are like a minority of the population, right? And if we're looking at the stats, how many celebrities do we know that are doing fucked up things, right?
Yeah.
And then if we take that small estimate, ne, and we just look, how do I put this? But like that proportion, ne,
Yeah.
and then we multiply it by the entire population. Do you understand how many people in this population are doing fucked up things we just don't know
Yeah.
because they're not celebrities? It's so scary.
Even that whole like dirty saga.
Yo,
It's like there's no way that everyone.
ain't nobody like a Diddy body.
We're hosting an all-white party next week Saturday. Trying to get your freak off. You know where to find us. Link in description. Buy
1,000
tickets.
bottles. 1,000 bottles will be there.
But yeah, even that, it's like it's painting so many different people in a different lights, like the lights
Yeah.
of Kevin Hart, Beyonce's getting dragged. She knows. That's all I see about you.
I'd like
I
to
know
thank
she knows.
Beyonce for this oxygen that we're breathing in today. Thank you so much. If it wasn't for you, we all wouldn't be here right now. We wouldn't, Paki and I wouldn't have this platform that we have.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be able to be speaking the way that we do. As Black people, you have empowered us. So thank you.
It's crazy, and it's like
crazy.
the conspiracy theories are like even the whole Kanye moment with Taylor Swift. They're
Yeah.
like, oh no, he was saving her.
Hey.
It's like, you know, I was looking at all the stuff, and it's like the Diddy party, sleeping with boys. Justin Bieber seems like just the victim.
Yeah, that song Lonely, it hits different now.
It
Listening to it, like,
Even have you seen the breakdown of Yum Yum? Boy, you got the yum yum. So the music video, it's him sitting down and eating food, and then he like eats too much food and he starts finding it disgusting and he starts vomiting. Apparently, it's like symbolic of the music industry, and that he was the cake and they ate him and then they threw him away once they were done using him. Because it is insane where you see the clips in retrospect. They're like, yeah, no, we went partying with Justin Bieber, and at this time he's like, what, 13 or something? No, he's 15. He's like, yeah, he's living every 15-year-old boy's fantasy. And you see him drugged up, and it all makes sense that, like, because he was supposed to do the Super Bowl with Usher and he refused, but now it's like, oh no, did he refuse because Usher brought him to Diddy when he was young? It's like, we don't know the truth, but it's just
So
like,
many
it's
stories.
crazy. It's insane. And one thing I thought, I was like, oh no, this sounds like the Illuminati. And I'm not like a spiritual guy,
yeah,
but
but
it's like
it sounds fucked up. Like, whatever's going on there is fucked up. And there's no ways you're not selling your soul in that process. Like, I get that you're not spiritual or anything like that, but there's no way something sinister has to be going on.
It's literally how they break it down, right? You know, give yourself to us and compromise your moral values, where it's like sleeping with like an older man and then we'll make you famous. Or if you don't, you get ball listed. And then there's so much people that are coming out there like, oh no, Diddy invited them to a party and that's why their career like didn't. I mean, maybe it's just like they chatting shit, but it could also be true. It's like, we know this guy and know this exec, or make sure they prefer you than anyone else. I'll fast track your career.
And somehow everybody who was there left early. So if all of you left early, then who was there at the
Yeah.
after party?
Ain't no party like a dirty party.
All right now.
That's
All
crazy.
right now.
It's crazy.
You know, he said that at like I think it was like a valediction for like old people, bruh. Telling him ain't no party like a D party.
Yeah, so I saw that clip.
Insanity.
Yeah. What's on your mind?
Just what we're talking about right now, like just like how fucked up the world is, and you know, it
Yeah.
feels like we're heading towards doom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it feels like, you know, when a kettle is boiling, that intense sound that sounds like it's leading up to a bomb.
Oh, look, I can't mimic the sound. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like we're in that phase. Like we're just sitting and waiting for that big bang.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if everything blows up in our face and the world gets resetted from every angle, whether it be like war, politics, the whole Trump stuff.
The world needs a reset. We need to start all over again. But don't you think I feel like in the past there was somewhat of a phase like this.
Yeah.
And then it blew up and it started again and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Because where is all of this going to go? It has to end at some point.
I mean, the world is cyclical. Like, it restarts. I think even the medieval time and Rome, when they were like the superpower of the world, and then they fell apart, and then they had to be a new superpower. Maybe we're just going through that transitional period of like people losing power, and then fucking China will get power, and then we'll all be super conservative, and then a couple of thousand years from now they'll be like, oh no, we want liberation, and it's just a pendulum swinging from one extreme to the next. And it just comes back, especially like the last maybe 3-4 years where it was peak masculinity. Everyone was like, we hate women, they're trying to, you know, kill our manhood. What is masculinity? Now it's coming back and defaulting to norm. I think the woke ideology or the woke movement is dying hardcore. People can take jokes now. I hope.
So,
Oh man.
but my question is though, like, why do we have to swing between extremes? Why can't we just like hover in the middle? Doesn't make sense to me. It's like almost like we're destined for doom, you know?
Yeah. I think because people are impressionable. Like, you know, the whole there's no new idea under the sun. It's like when you see this perspective at this certain light, it's like it's partially true because right, we're in the middle, and it depends on how well you can explain it. You can make everyone deviate towards the left or the right. So yeah, it's all it goes down to the person that's in control of the world's preference and the direction they want to go to. Do you think people are gay? Like, what are these motherfuckers talking about?
Yeah, I don't think so. I feel like some people will though.
Yeah. Yeah. Vibes.
The sound of nature is so soothing. Like, you can hear the birds and the water there at the back, and just like people having conversation.
Yeah.
I prefer this over music. I don't know if that makes me weird.
It makes you. I don't know. I can't even say difference. I don't know what's like the. I would assume, but more people probably prefer music though. But it's so interesting as you're speaking and like you're just present in the moment. My head defaults to like what's next, and
Really?
not just like what's next in conversation sense. It's like, oh, what happens like once I get this, once I get that, when I'm almost hardly present. I'm always thinking about the next thing. Like, what do I do next? What will I be happy when I do this? It's like, I was speaking to James, right? And he was like commending me on like the content, and he's saying he's like a fan. He likes the stuff that we do and stuff. And I was like, you know, I was like, dude, I have productivity dysmorphia, so it never feels like I'm doing enough ever. Like I get like I can't even say objectively, but then from the outside looking in, it looks like, okay, yeah, you're killing it, but to me it feels like I'm still in the rut.
Yeah.
Then he was like, it was pretty cool. He was like, nah, trust me, dude, you're doing well. You know, I've been doing it for 4 years, and I can, you know, people always tell me about my potential, and I like to see I struggle to see my potential, but like it seems like you struggle to see that you are working hard. It's like, yeah, I am, but it doesn't feel like it, you know.
I get you.
It feels like my default is like there's always more to be done, and it's a double-edged sword because it's like a blessing and a curse. Like, it will make me want to perform better, but at the same time make me miserable.
I think the fact that you have like gaps in time where you just have free time and stuff, I think maybe that's what makes you feel like you're not doing enough. But you can't capitalize on time all the time. Like, you need breaks in between, you know?
Yeah, I don't even have that much gaps. It's just like I'm more so like solution orientated, as in like I can put out 100 clips, but then if they're not doing well, it's like
You didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything. I disregard everything that I did because like what the world gives back to me is like, okay, and it wasn't received, so I'm like, then I should have been smart, and I somewhat wasted my time. Like, why wasn't I more technical? Why didn't I do this better hook? Why didn't I plan and have a better conversation? Yeah, it's like, for me, if the input doesn't have a good output, then I disregard the input at all.
You know, I think for me, I resonate with what you're saying, and I used to think it's because because of the way I was raised, and I don't think you were raised that way, the way I was raised. So I guess now I'm just realizing more like maybe it's just a personality trait and less of like my background, because I have what you're feeling is something I feel sometimes, especially with like tests and stuff. Like I'll put in a lot of effort and then I don't get a mark and I'm like, fuck, I'm so dumb. Like I wasted my time in a way, and it sucks, you know, because it's like mental war. Like one end is saying, okay, but you did try your best, and then the other is like, but if you really did try your best, why did you get such a low mark? Type of thing. And it takes a lot to be able to get yourself out of that. I just sort of look at your effort objectively, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, when you go down to, like, being raised that way and, like parenting style, yeah, I didn't, but it's so interesting how we latch on to different stuff, because for me, it's like, yeah, sure, my mom was super supportive in every facet, but that support made me feel like, okay, no, then I have to, you know, I have this thing, that I have this special thing, whatever my mom sees it, I have to make it manifest in real time. So I might not be like pressured to be like, do, but I put myself under the pressure from the support. So it's like, it's interesting how it's two different scenarios, but we latch to it in a similar way that makes us driven in a similar way. It's so intriguing, because I'm like, nah, you know, it has to work out.
Then I think maybe it boils down to personality traits there, because it's like regardless of the environment you're put in, this is what you will strive to become.
Yeah, I think I'm just obsessive by nature. Yeah, don't lie to yourself. If it's shit, it's shit. If you didn't get the result, then you didn't work hard enough.
I don't think it's a good thing, as in like it keeps you striving for more, you know. But it sucks also because you can never be in the moment. You're never appreciative of like what's in front of you. You're just like, okay, what can I do better? Like literally, I'll get like my test back and it'll be a good mark. And the first thing I'm looking for is my mistakes. What did I do wrong? Where did I lose marks? And sometimes I have to take a step back and be like, oh shit, wait, must I say, first of all, well done. Then we can now say, okay, where did you go wrong and stuff like that.
I guess the way I see it is like giving myself grace, which I acknowledge is not like the best way to think, is somewhat comfort. As in, like, as soon as I start looking for excuses, I start leaning into comfort, where I'm like, I know the way for me to grow is to lean into discomfort. As in, like, there's so much more that you could have done to make this thing better, instead of like blaming the time you posted or the algorithm or the this. My general thought process is like, it's all your fault and take accountability, because it's easier for me to think that way, because it seems more controllable.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, but then in the same breath, when you post a video and it does well, do you still say it's because you put in the work? Or then you say, oh, it's just the algorithm and you posted it at the right time?
I see, that's where we have like the big issue, where I'm like, because I think it should be doing well, my automatic reaction is like, okay, why isn't the other video doing like this? It's not, oh my god, I'm like, okay, how do we get 5 videos to get this amount of views in a row, you know? So it's never, oh wow, I did well. Like, it's okay, let's make it 2 million this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope I don't do that with my kids, you know? Like, they present something in front of me and the first thing I point out is the mistakes and the flaws. So yeah, it's something I'm working on and learning. But I don't think I do that with other people. I think it's just me. I think I'm just self-critical. And with other people, I'm just like, it's so fucked up because I can see the good in other people. Like if somebody genuinely put in effort and they tried, I'm able to identify the fact that they tried. I'll be like, but you did your best, and you did as best as you could. But if it was me, it's the end of the world. Masasi, you didn't try. Masasi, you could have done it.
Yeah. I'm the same. Like if someone's like, oh no, this is this, I'll speak to them more gracefully, more. I'll be like, oh, it will be similar to my self dialogue, but it will be with so much good faith.
Yeah.
But then I kind of get why I speak so aggressively to myself, because I'm like, I feel like I can handle the hardship, like the like cutthroat nuts bullshit. Then I can find a way to maybe take 8 minutes to tell you how your content is shit.
Yeah.
Where with myself, I can just be like, in a second, now that was cock. But then with someone else, I'll be like, oh no, it's your first time, you've been doing it for like a year. Think about the retention technique. Did you actually think, you should compare your video to this other person's video? It's not that you don't not have the talent. It's a slow journey to make them understand all the nuance and the facets of it. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, are you done?
Where with myself, it would be more like cutthroat.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you. I think it's also like you don't know if the person understands why they went wrong. With you, it's like you already know at the back of your mind, this is what I had to do to get to this position. With other people, like it's like, well, you don't know if they knew this is what they had to do or these are the measurements they had to put in place to get what they wanted, type of thing. I think maybe that's why we take the time to explain to them, like, maybe you should have done this and then that. You can't sit and say to yourself, maybe you should have done this, because you should have done.
There's no maybes. They're like, I didn't do this, stupid boy. I'll smack you. But yeah, I want to be more graceful with my. Just let me know if you need to take. Okay.
I'll call it later.
I want to be more graceful with myself, but at the same time, I don't, because I feel like it's gonna make me regret. So it's like an interesting dichotomy. But then it's like also, I can achieve and never feel enough. But then I feel like I don't have the grace to be even looking at like, balancing well-being and career yet. But then I might never feel that way.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, will it ever be enough?
I was speaking to Rain, and I was like, I need to be more like money hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm very like with like about like which she was very shocked, because she was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't see you as in that perspective. Like, yeah, I can say that I want this and this, but the way I show up in real time, it shows that I don't really want it. As in, I could be reaching out to more brands. I should be making like more cognitive efforts of like, how do we monetize? How do we make X amount and reinvest in this and treat it more like a business and be more like technical and specific and optimize and squeeze it as much as I can, because I'm like, I do love this, I do enjoy doing this, I do want to make it as a career, but I have to make the conscious effort of be like, okay, now you need to make like money off this. How do we monetize? How do we, because we're at a stage where we can. Everything else is just like excuses, and it's sitting in comfort. Yeah,
because looking at like the growth from last year to now, we've grown a lot, ne? Or you, not look at me.
We.
But like, yeah, I think with that growth also comes responsibility on your end to like push for even more growth on top of that.
Yeah.
And like you say, like, we're at the point where like we can approach brands and say, this is what we want and what do you have to offer, type of thing. And I think you were telling me that guy, the dad.
Yeah.
He was telling you about some app or something?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
And I was like, how did I not know about this? I was still like,
yeah,
I know. I saw a bunch of other stuff. Even like just approaching like small businesses and being like, this is my demographics and this is why it would work well with you. I got a brand deal with some other company, and I literally approached them and they were like, okay, cool. And then they asked me for my rates, and I threw some random number.
And they were like,
and they're like, okay, cool. I was like, damn, what did I make it higher? I hope they're not watching this. But yeah, it's. I think it's also. there's this one thing, you can't fault yourself for stuff that you didn't know prior.
Yeah.
Like I wish I did this a while ago, but I guess in the same breath, it's like it's part of the journey and I'm learning. But yeah, I wish my learning rate was a lot faster, but this is what we have and we work with it. So.
It's not always just come true.
Yeah.
Because even with me, like, this is like not related at all. But when my phone got stolen, I was like, damn, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. But I was like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And the only way for me to learn and to know was for me to go through that experience. So, you know.
And there's not much to learn from that experience, eh?
It's just being more vigilant and more careful. I honestly wasn't being careful that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Because in hindsight, you just think, like, you regret every micro decision leading
Or
up
like,
to that.
I was like, fuck, why did I pick up Paki's call? Fuck.
That's crazy.
There were so many things running through my head, so many regrets. And they were all irrational, to be honest, because how would I have known it was going to happen, you know?
But yeah, guys, if you can take anything from today's show, is that we hate ourselves. I'm joking.
I think what you can take is self-criticism is normal. Just keep it at like a moderate amount. Don't be like us.
Yeah. And also, it's like it's okay to be confused and not entirely know what's happening. It's just you have to ensure that you're making the conscious effort to try and figure it out. I saw an interesting clip
And to do better.
And to do better, exactly. I saw an interesting clip. They were like, there's a major difference with someone with potential and someone that's within the process. Where it's like you can have ample amounts of potential and just sit and, you know, when someone hears you speak, they're like, oh, this guy's a genius or whatever, versus someone who's similar, but you can see they're actively working and pursuing the stuff that they say. Because you can, you know, there's so many great ideas that are in the graveyard.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
Because talent is nothing without effort.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, an existential Martin Parr episode.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Yeah. I can't wait when I'm older and I walk past this. I'm like, hey, this is how it all started. You know?
Right there.
Yeah, just like, I remember my birthdays, you know? It'll be a distant memory. And it's cool that it's captured.
Yeah.
Okay, like, comment, subscribe.
Like us, love us, drag us. Bye.
That was short. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? In the summer, Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Do you know the actual lyrics? Are you okay, Annie? Or were you even born? You were born as soon as you died. Joking. Joking. You had 4 years with Michael Jackson.
2009, eh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
We miss you, Michael.
Yeah. Ain't no party like her.